Bam. We haven't done, I think we haven't done here an enlightenment video for a bit. But this is a big one. This is the famous video we talked about. I'm gonna first here showing our alignment. We have some advertisement to do. We just cleaned our new iPad Pro for Biome for our company with Web Clear. It was a bit foggy and did an excellent job from Costco. We cleaned glasses and cleaned the screen. One of our sponsors is our advertisement here for Jisoo Life, which one of the commercials we have in YouTube, very, very popular commercial. It's a #1 rated for us. Beautiful cooling here when you get hot. And with 5 speeds, it's really, really convenient. And before we came here to do our beauty for our face, we did our beauty for our teeth. And so we're gonna show the companies here that are that we're advertising. Colgate, cavity protection. Our floss that we start with before we do anything. We start with flossing. And our Reach Ultra Clean is very good. Even if you have crowns and if you have you know, some edges, it withstands. It doesn't break easy, and it's good for that when you have uneven teeth, or if for all cleaning. It's a very good cleaning. Flossing for your teeth. We do our gum toothpicks afterwards, and both the floss and the gum toothpicks massage the gum. They don't just clean what's in between, but they also massage the gum, which is good to keep it alive. And we have our Colgate toothbrush, soft. You don't need the hard toothbrushes. Soft or medium are good for cleaning. And our beautiful pylons. We have mini pylons, different things. Pylons is a store that we found in Paris, in France. We shopped from Le Louvre. There is one in there if you are there, or you can order it on their website from here. So, and you could see the name, pylons, how it's spelled, and that hangs. We take this in our travel, which we travel quite a bit. So in the hotels, our toothbrush doesn't fall if somebody comes in and cleaning or whatever, so it's hanged and it stays clean for us. So it's a sanitary thing that we love. We'll go ahead and do we have our band here. And we said last time, we don't remember, we can't always take the time to go back. We could find out the company name, but we just have been very busy. But this is, we bought this either from Atleta or from Title 9. We shop from both. We shop also from, they took the name from us. I will remember it later. Only in the US government you see that they're going against their own companies, and their own American companies. Going against your own American companies doesn't make sense. But your stupidity shows in that. You shouldn't take the name of, you shouldn't block our brain to remember stores that would make money in here and employ people in here. Anyway, so this is probably Atleta or Title 9 where we shop our many of our stuff. Clothes, we like comfortable clothes for where you could hike and you could just or just go out or, you know, work with it. It's an easy, comfortable, you can wash, and so we like the easy, you know. I've been doing that for many years. So we also shopped from Gap on their workout stuff, and the other store that More like remembering later then. Or we'll write it. So if we can't remember it here for the video, we'll write the name in the descriptions. When you watch our videos, we recommend that you always look at the descriptions, because many times the descriptions have beautiful things that we write in there, additions, or some things that you want to know. So the descriptions in our videos are very important to read. Even the description sometimes on the playlist has in there some things for you that you could benefit from. We're gonna use our premium up and up ovals from Target. Use for cleaning, and our Bioderma cleaning solution, which we have 3 beautiful commercials there on YouTube for it that you would enjoy. They have music and they have our fun part. And as you know, we never edit our videos, and that's on purpose now. We could have taken the time. We haven't taken the time to learn it, but we also decided that organic is the way to go for our videos. So we leave them organic. Here that should have been enough, but here the circle, which is part of the US government, dried out our thing. So where we needed to waste more of the products we buy to accomplish a simple task. They have people working that do that if you are aimed at for the waste, for you to spend more. And that goes in big part in the big spending and in the little spending, if you are aimed at. So it goes in your bills, it goes in your house sales or company sales or whatever, and it goes in also in your, could go all the way to your little spending, little products that are not too expensive, but things gather up. And it's also a psychological thing that you know, that you feel you're spending, or things are costing you more and more, which things are costing now more because we do have an inflation right now. We have an economy that is not sustainable. You can't, that doesn't allow for people to make money, to shop, to benefit, to allow for happy. It's not in there. It's a very selfish government that you are under, that affects global. So it's not just when you have that, it affects global in the economy. When the economy in the US suffer, it affects globally. But it also, they are global. They are hidden, but they are global. So everything is, when the economy is hit, it is hit on a global level, in a thing that you see on the regular life, but also in the circles that we have, that are in different countries, in all countries. There is no country that doesn't have the circles and the lasers on them. So it's more than what people thought, more than we thought before, that it's just, because we're growing, we travel and everything's fast. It's more than that. We still chose to, we are missing 2 teeth. We have crowns are coming, but we chose not to put on our brace that we have that could cover that, because the circle with the laser put a big pronunciation lisp on our speech, and so we chose, we would rather have that and be able to speak, because that is what we do. So we are Jesus. This is your savior time. We are here. This is the last the last religion, the last that we are here. We go with our new religion that we brought you, Biome. And and I guess to explain something, that people see a woman's body, or and Jesus and all the prophets we have. It's all us. It's one being. We are the religion being that brought all the religions. And we don't have a female and a male being. We have just a being, and then we assign here for the earth, for this bodies, we assign the female and the male, and you grow, you get different ones, different lives, and you grow in both. In both of them, grow love or grow hate, or however you test, because you have to pass tests for you to either go to heaven or fail them to go to hell, all of that. And you had in between your lives hell and heaven that you serve for a time, and then you go back, which is a training. So you suffer, but you also train so that you do better next time, or for a different, you train because you don't always pass it all the way. So you may need a little more growth or more than what we want, and so you serve on that, and helps you in your growth. You weren't paying attention, so I couldn't. We get challenged with the lasers on our brain. They limit us. We should have been able to speak, do all of that, and do the cream and do it all right. But different areas are clogged, and so we are limited in how we put out. But we are working with it. So as we said, we are Jesus. We are the prophet of Biome. We are not removing the religions you have worldwide. You get to keep all the religions that we have. They get to keep the religion. The centers for them stay as the centers for them. So you have Buddhism in China, and that's the center that helps the people that are following the Buddhism. And then we have the Saudi Arabia for the Islam, and we have Italy is going to be. We know we have the Vatican, but we want Italy to be in charge, not to be separate. It's not separate for us. We want a country to be there in charge of it. So Italy for the Christianity, and Israel for the Jewish, for the Hebrew. And all of these we will coordinate. We're changing, so we're keeping the religions, but we are going to make them more love. They have been changed by people for their purposes, and we are going to bring them all to be more love for people, so they can grow more love and have more chance at making heaven forever, which is a work in heaven, not just a chill in heaven. We're hearing other people here in our miracle. Somebody thought chilling, using the word chilling was funny. Well, we love the beach, so I guess chilling, that would be first thing we think about, is chilling in the beach or in the mountains. It's all like beautiful chilling. Always the nature is the best chilling place. Here we used our L'Occitane or eye cream, Immortel Divine or Immortel Divine. We mix French and English sometimes in pronunciations, and it's just the way it works, but we think you get it. And then if you don't know something, you can always translate it easy from the French. We're going to use our L'Occitane Immortel Divine for our as our face cream here. When you're putting your cream on, you can take that time, do some deep breathing, some in, forget everything else. Let's just take a deep breath. If you can do any stretch, whatever is safe for you, do a stretch. The deep breath goes even, more spread out through that. And we are challenged. Our language is very, very high. We read all the time when we were able to read. We're now blocked from reading books in different ways. They have interfered with that. But we have read immense amount continuously when we were able to. So our language is very, very high. But they interfere with that, with our brain in that part. And so we just find whatever words we need to convey to tell you what you need to know. We are a writer, and we have worked on that, on just the writing skills from 2012. So we have done that for a long time, including classes and other. No, we're hearing that as we are doing this. We're hearing the hate circle saying that we're ugly. They say that a lot in different ways. And for us, we see ugly and beautiful here in different than many see it. We're able to see through your being and see you could be considered very beautiful and you look ugly to us, because we're able to feel your being. We go in, it's us in here, and then it's us out, and we go into your being and feel. So as we see you, we're feeling you. So ugly or beautiful for us is the being, how much love or how much hate you have. And it's not, you're not stuck in where you are. That is the, I guess, the sunshine for the people that have been bad or consider that they have been, or they have done bad actions. You still have a chance. All you have to do is change that and balance it out. The balance it out. And if you are doing stuff for us, even, you gain a lot, because we are many, we're all heaven beings are in us, and we have grown immensely because of the sufferings that we have suffered, we have grown more powerful as the Goddess Supreme. And that includes even people that have killed before. They still have a chance if they are able to grow love, and even more if they help us out, because it's just immense what they gain with us. Because with that immense gain with us, they also are take a risk, and so that's why it is also adds to it that they take a risk with their life and with their families to to help us. I feel we feel some here that felt that, to help us and to help their families. Even that includes people in the circles, and many in the circles didn't have a chance because many were born into the circle families. And they couldn't get out from the circles because they would kill them. You know too much, so so they said. But now that we are here, they're taking a chance for better for them and for their families. And I guess that brings us to the to what happened to us, our kidnapping, and who did it. We have known her for some time. Now more details, more correct information. Gonna clean our hands from the cream with the wipes here that we have, so we don't have to go wash them. The CIA is the one responsible. Is the one that started that, where they kill some fortune holders and kill all of them many times and leave one baby or one little kid, and it's an investment, starting from the US. So the CIA is everywhere. It's looked like it's an idea there for safety with the world wars, but they have sections of them that have arranged that easily do that throughout the world and move when they kidnap a kid. There is a rich kid, but assumed dead most of the time, and so they put them somewhere. It's part of the whole tags on our brain, part of the ownership of the bodies of all of around the world. You have some CIA that don't know anything about it, and they call them baby CIAs. They have their own baby CIA bosses, and so those CIAs, they do still hard jobs, and some would consider are tough jobs, and they are hard, but they are not the harder. There are the ones that are do assassinations, and so and those are different ones, and I guess that's the thing, how it's easy for them, because the American government does order assassinations of people in other countries. It's hidden, and it's through the CIA, and it's through many presidents. Many presidents have ordered it, and it's hidden. But so they have those CIAs that do those jobs and that kill people, and it's not always who you assume. Sometimes it's killing somebody's whoever they feel it's in their way. So sometimes it's killing somebody in politics that is not working with them that good, or whatever. Came they found it too difficult, and it is easy to order a kill when you have already a system that allows that, and that is trained for that, and you have people that do the order as a job, and without questioning it, that is their job, and they do it. So you have those CIAs that do those jobs by the order of the American government, and different presidents have ordered it. And so we said sometimes it's politics, and sometimes it's business. There is a businessman, some big business that's not working with the US that good, or that they want, or whatever reason. Even through the government of the USA, you have orders for businessmen to be killed. In other countries. And so in general, it's in other countries, the one that is known here that they order it. And they work with the CIAs of the other countries in their kills. So the other ones work, they do what you wouldn't assume they do, because they have to listen to the USA. It is part of the USA being the bully of the world, and part of the nuclear bombing that they did in Japan, where they have earned almost like a glory thing from it, and earned their name, that they are the number one, and did more, invest in weaponry, did all of that. It's part of that, so they get listened to when they have a kill somewhere else. They get helped, or they get it done by the CIAs working with the CIA in your local country. So we have those jobs that get done. So it's not always terrorists that you assume, that we assume. We realize we are one of the people that have lived our life in a very naive belief. We believed in democracy. We believed in people doing the right thing when they are up in those positions. We believed what we studied. Even sometimes it shows something bad, and we studied somewhere, even when we read international relations or American government, all those, you see some things that look like tough or bad, or you don't agree with, but we thought that was the extent of it. But here, as we had our big awakening, Jesus in here, and the prophet of Biom, and grew and became a goddess, and grew to the goddess supreme. And we had to, in this life, to not just be the prophet, because we were dying as the prophet. We had to become the goddess, and we had to become the goddess supreme, not to die. And so we have defeated the all these in the American government, the mafia on us in the American government, in them, like here we're having intrusions in our head, we have electric head, we have our eyes move all the time, we have a lot of surrounding all our membranes, lasers killing us all the time, but we renew ourselves, we set up, and that is the goddess that we had to become, where we are renewing ourselves in our body all the time, and not. I'm gonna mute that. So there is, so there are many reasons that we are not just a prophet. Uh, it's many things together to allow us to do the job. We are not gonna die in this life. We are gonna be here with you until we take the ones that earn heaven, and we are gonna be in different bodies where you can see us later. So there is gonna be different development here. It's not like before. This is a very different life. Once we are free from the lasers on us, you are gonna see our power more. We can cure a lot of diseases that are on many. We can help our kiddies of St. Jude and a lot of kids that suffer cancers around the world that have been here supporting us for some years now. And a lot of other sufferings, not just that. A lot of old people that are suffering, people that had accidents, people that have too much pain, sufferings every day. People that struggle with suicide on them and fighting it like we had fought it. We had suicide on us for a long time here, and we fought it. As a mother, we couldn't do that. We couldn't leave. We knew we didn't bring up our kids to be, we brought them more, I guess, more naive than even we were. We brought them in a very simple way and focused on growing love and on simple and on feeling compassion and empathy and on focusing on their studies. And so they wouldn't have, we knew when they were younger, even now, they wouldn't have been able to survive without us. And that is, that kept us fighting the suicide on us. We'll finish the screen. We need to do our sunscreen here. We do it every day, but it's even more, it's a sunny day today. We're gonna do our flaxia, our beautiful flaxia. So you can do different feels here as you're putting your creams. The other one is you do a deep breath and feel on that. You could put the, like the native feel, whatever you feel at that time. And you feel, your sufferings or whatever it is, but you're going in, but what you feel, you put on what you feel, and then you spread it. But that helps in your core and going in, which is very hard when you're very busy or just, for some it's very busy, but even for others, even when they're not busy, they get busy with the social media. So you're always not taking the time for in. And so you take the time for in when you're putting your creams, and that can work for men and women, not just women. So want men, you can find whatever suits you. You can use the same creams as the women use, or you could, we'll advertise here later when when we're out and free for the men and for the women, the products, different products. But you could use the same products as your wives or girlfriend use or your moms use. And I guess as we bring that up, as your moms used, we don't believe that the sons should be just close to the dad. We believe that both sons and daughters should be close to the mom. They can be close to the dad, but they need to be close to the mom. They need the mom, the sons included. They need the moms teaching them love. Other than, if the mom is hate, then you know that's not for you. But if your mom is love, you don't distance from her. It's not you don't distance from them, even in when you are married or you have kids. Now they have to do their part too. They can't get into your life and hurt. So as long as it is love, if they are loved, then it is good to be close to the mother. It is not a shameful thing as they have made it for the boys, that you can't be close to your mother. And then they made it for the girls as well, here in the US. But the mothers also got challenged, and so some mothers are not ready for that. So you may be more grown in love than your mother is. Then the mother needs to learn from you that, it's whatever is love. Love is just, you have to think, what is love, and not selfish in general. And so that's how you know to listen to someone or not. But we are changing that. We want the biome. We want the boys to be close to their mothers and to their fathers, but they need to be close, and the daughters the same thing. And we see some articles about, the kids don't want to listen to. That's like propaganda. We don't want that stuff. We want love. You want heaven, you have to grow love, and growing love doesn't mean that you have to tell them everything about your personal life. If you are married or whatever, you can leave, but you can balance it out until, because not everybody has grown in biome yet, but it will be in that way. More family, more, and family doesn't always mean just blood family. So it depends if somebody earns you or not, but it's more of a family feel that we want everybody to grow more and easier, more humane, and definitely no greed and less selfish. So as we were talking about the CIA and how we have orders from the US for killing in foreign countries, killings that nobody assumes that would be allowed, that happen for many years now. From that, it has been easy to hire CIA trained killers already killing in other countries, already speaking the languages, already knowing the culture, already having the other CIA from the other countries with them, working with them. And the ones working with them on that are also the groups, the harder groups, the killers. They also have in those countries the easier ones, and that depends. Some countries more that way, and some countries less. Some countries protect their citizens more, and some countries less. And where you are in economy in your country, how poor or rich or military powered or not, plays a role in that. So if you are a weaker country, it puts you at a disadvantage of having to listen and do what they say. So the CIA and those in the harder group, they had in the culture in there for a while now, where they check out somebody that has been doing the orders from the government, doing the killing, that can do that job easy, and they ask them in their regular whatever conversation, friendly, if they would do the job, not a government job, but a job of killing. And have a huge retirement, make money, huge fortunes, and money enough to be for their kids, for their grandkids, and for even generations after. Because when you do those skills for fortune holders, you get a lot of money, and many times you do more. They do more than one, but just one big one like us is enough to divide among many. And so that's how you have. So you have so the ones that say, "Oh, definitely, I would." Once they do, they're committed to that, and so they do the job together. They coordinate it. But and those jobs now, those are not just in other countries. Those include the USA. So those include the fortune holders in here. They have had many generations here of growing and of the mafia. So the CIA is set up that, and with that so we talked about the tags. It's in our writing. We have it as number one note in the bottom of some of our articles. We have it in our, you can find it in there in our LinkedIn, where your brain pictures different, so that they can cloud different areas with the lasers. So, and those tags with all the mapping of the brain and of the body get sold. They get sold. So that is set up here for at least, minimum 3 generations for some. So part of when you have so, and they get sold for different prices. There is a bidding house where you're not seen, and you're selling a tag, but you're not seen in the other one. So they do business, in that way. But so the CIA did that, and that worked for a while. And there are generations, some generations of the ones, that were in there. There are some of them that are, their parents are, many of them parents are not alive, but there are some generations of them. Some of them are on the CIA now, and some of them are not. But so I guess we'll put us as an example here, so you understand what happened. So our tag for our brain, for our body, is not like other tags. Because we were kidnapped, and because we were hidden, sent to Morocco, because so there was a CIA that did that with other CIAs here from the US, and sent and coordinated with the groups that's privileged in that, and the CIAs in Morocco. And we had an attempt to save. We were adopted when there was a French CIA that found us, but the CIA in Morocco got an order that was not a change order, and that they kidnapped us from him. And that CIA kept owning our tag for some time, but we were supposed to leave Morocco, and we're supposed to ultimately be here to kill us and to take with us fortune. That's why it's not just a kill, because they claim it's a mafia thing, so our stuff got divided among the people that did the job, and then after you get after a time, they claim, oh, this person is alive, but they kill the one that's alive, and somebody else takes that part, and then they go and claim the businesses, what was divided. Now they claim it again, and if you're not given it, you get killed giving it. So it's it's a mafia thing that so you get it and you think you made out, but it's not always making out, because there's always somebody at some that can take over, and even more when you have the babies that get taken, and they wait not to kill you for what, until, because they don't want the people in there that knew you, that assumed you're dead, they don't want that to flag. So and we were, with our mighty, we survived many attempts and gave them enough reason in our mighty to keep us alive longer. We needed to be older and more wise and be able to take the immense pressure on us and be able to suffer and to dance it out and to feel the pain, to cry, and to be able to be happy just in those moments, so that way we can keep going. So we needed to be older for that, and we made it work. So at some time here, so the CIA doesn't want to have that tag. They can't hold they have the tag hidden because it's not just a birth, it's not a regular tag. So the one that had ours held it there for some years, and then we had to leave Morocco, and in that move that we went to France, in between that, what we were changing, because there is a circle, so there's the CIA and there's the circles, and the circle that do the work, that do all the laser and all the stuff, and they do the job for the tag owners. So in that time, the CIA was the tag owner on ours, and in the move you have a different circle, so now you have a French circle. So in that move, that CIA tried to, because we moved out, so they tried to sell our tag, and that our tag is worth immense because it's a big fortune behind it, fortunes. And in the sale of the tag, the house doing the sale, once he wanted to, he flagged that it showed up, they saw who the tag is, and then they went after the CIA that did that, and all the CIAs that did the job with him. So they are all killed. All of the ones that because they stole the tag from them. They didn't pay for it. They stole it. So so they kind of like, he saw a threat, and so when he saw a threat, he talked to all the ones that did the job with him. So whatever they were ready for him, because they are, they are in everything. They're in the government, the ones even doing the work. So this is the worker bees, the circles that went after the CIA who did that. But it's not just this one. It's many of them. They have been killing the CIAs who have done these jobs. Because they go do the job, they're already there, they're trained, and then after, they steal their tags and what they own. But so as they got scared and contacted whatever to make sure that they're strong, and these CIs were the strong ones, sure of their power in the government, they killed all of them. So all of ours that were involved got killed. And that has been a pattern that has happened. So the CIA got aimed at for the ones that do all of that, where they create new tags, because it's like the person died, but so it's gone, and then they create, it's like you got, and so that's a big part of you have people that own into the tags, which is people many times that have been in the circles were born into that. It's people that get trusted. They test them, see who can own the tags, and even them, they get aimed at and get killed sometimes. But it is the mafia environment, so it's whoever can outsmart, whoever else, and or is not equipped, So that's part of our big suffering, is that we have a stolen tag. It's not someone that is like the other owners of tags. Not saying that that's right. It's not, because that's enslaving the human race, but you got the cruelest that go after the cruel. So you already got the CIA that did the job, the cruel, and then you got the ones that went after the cruel. So it's extreme cruel. And whatever orders he gives, we have a Seattle here, military circle, which is a problem here in locally, because they do what he asked them, not following even the laws of the circles. Even they're not laws really, but they consider them laws. So whatever the laws of the circle, whatever the rules, he said he doesn't have to follow that on us. And even more when we awakened here as Jesus, as the prophet of Biome, as the goddess supreme, it went crazy torture and killing on us, doing like extreme everything that they could, and just one over another, because they were sure that they could do it. And physical kills, we have guards, we have people that are guarding us from that. That is why we haven't, because they aimed at that. But that's why we are surviving that one. We have big guarding on that, international in here guarding us. On the some of the CIAs that got killed here, we're talking in general, in an older age, but it's still a kill, because many of the it's in the CIA, but it's also out there. Many of people that die are not dying natural death, even when you see them older, it's not natural. It's very easy to kill by laser, because they have laser plates. They can kill you in many different ways. They could just block your breathing. They could dry out, a membrane, like a heat thing. They could give you a stroke. They could give you a heart attack. It's just a plate, and it stops the blood from flowing. Or definitely cancers. That is like an immense attack. Easy to give cancers to whole body. They give it. They can on purpose. So it's not just because you have lasers on you that you get cancers as a side effect from them puppeting you. You also have the aim at cancer sometimes. So that can happen, but you also have the aim at cancer. Like when we just, in the beginning of our here 5 years ago, they aimed at us, and because we can feel the lasers, part of our miracles, and they aimed at us, and with just continuous laser on one little spot in here, just going at it, so that so it turns cancerous. And what we do is it's too much cancer attacks on us, so we let the cancer come, and then we renew. We don't let it, so it doesn't, then we renew ourselves. So so there is specific aims that they could do, that includes the kids and the babies that suffer, includes many of them that get aimed at on purpose. And they do this thing by people creating it. So there's a person that decided there in the circles, to give cancers to the kids. That decision was made at some time. And then somebody that approved it, others that approved that. So that's how it became cancer for the kids could have cancers. But diseases are not just that. There's hypothyroid, hyperthyroid, different diabetes. A lot of those now are not natural given, or sometimes you have they can just give you the symptoms and you go through the sufferings. They can give the symptoms enough to cut somebody's leg, and where it wouldn't have had to be cut. They can, they can make you not be able to move. They can give you the pain. They can give the redness in the skin. They have the laser inside the body and outside the body, and so they're able to do all of that to make things look a certain way. So hopefully here it doesn't take us too long to be out and free, and to be helping you to be out in the TVs, to be out in the world, to change your life for you. But I guess in between that, if it takes too long, we want whoever, even somebody, you hear of somebody doing some operation, we want whoever knows somebody that's thinking something that they're gonna cut off, like related to diabetes, or relates to if they're able to hold off, not our liability, but we're telling you that you may not need to do that operation that cuts off a piece of your body. If you choose so. So it's a, you could be glad for it. They have aimed at our thyroid for thyroid cancer, and we thought for a long time that we had hypothyroid. No, we have lasers over it, and even the tests that they do, they make the test look in that way because the laser is there. Laser can block your thyroid from the whole thyroid working, and so it can block you to just use a little bit of it or a lot of it, and then it can do that for different. So the tests will show that you are that way, but it's not the way. And the medical community is most of it. There are some that are in the mafia, but most of it are ignorant about all of that, just like we were. And there is mafia members even in the medical schools, but many still don't know. So there is some inserted in different places, and there are the majority that didn't know that. And so even when they do their best, they just don't know enough to do their best, to do the best for the patient. We're using here our Avida, our scalp massage. So we get our scalp alive. And so we have a huge support from the CIA. It's kind of ironic. But we have, it is the force that has been the biggest support for us, are the CIAs. Worldwide, from the US, there are many here that have supported us, that have tried to save us, and worldwide from different countries. And other ones that are not named CIA, like for Russia or for England, but are still doing the, you know, that kind of job, or immense support from all. And we're taking time because it went away from us, so they clouded our brain. So you see us taking a little time, but that's part of it. And wait until we remember, or we'll be able to go somewhere in our conversation here, in our enlightenment. So as we said, we have immense support from the CIA. And the American CIA has stepped up and wanted to save us and you know, give us to our daddy in here, to the French CIA and to the German CIA, which we have been working with. We have worked as the German CIA. We are a German CIA, and we worked in around the world. But they were stopped by Biden. That was occupying the presidential seat, because he's not a president. When you commit crimes like that, you are not a president. And we are going to remove them. They will not be in the history in the USA. Biden will not be a president in there. He'll be a criminal. And so will Trump. They are removed from the numbering that you have, because when they are not doing, they haven't been our president and they didn't do the job of their presidents, they did the crimes, and so they are occupying the president's seat, and that's all they are. And so that's why we don't call them presidents. They are criminals. But so you got Biden that stopped the CIA in here from doing the right thing, and then you got Trump that did the same thing, that has been stopping them, and that has been, you know, as you imagine Trump to be, he's known to be hate, and so he is the hate that he's known to be, but even more now. He feels he has has done a lot of crimes concerning us and concerning many of the American citizens, not just us, and the world. We have a monster there in that president's seat that's occupying it, that shouldn't be there. That should have been removed a long time ago, but so should have been Biden. So it is time for the American people to step up. For us, for Jesus, we came for you. We are the savior, and it's the savior in not in the way that we saw in the movie, and not it's the savior from what you are in here. You're enslaved by lasers. You're enslaved by diseases, and you're circled. You know, we are an extreme circle, but you know, you have all of that on you, and it is not like before. We are the people that we have never demonstrated in any country as we lived our life. We are the person that just do the job. We are the person that follows the laws. We are that person that sees people demonstrating and is glad, you know, we're glad that they're demonstrating, but we don't want to be out there. We have never walked in any walk for we have never walked for cancer, we have never walked for women, we have never walked, and yet we believed in all of that. Because we believed that we could just do our job and that those people are doing the job, and we were glad that they were there. We were glad that they were there and that they were walking, that they were demonstrating, and that they wanted the change. But we haven't been the ones that do that. Live in a very conservative way. That has been our life. And that's the way we have been, but that's also in the circle on us. They didn't want us to be out there, to be in anything where we could ask for help and get help. So we have been this, isolated, and we're not an introvert to be isolated, but they got us isolated in different ways. You're circled as the kill on us was getting closer, and are not in any of those groups that do any of that. So they made sure that we weren't in that. So it is a surprise to them and to us, even to be going on social media. We didn't post on social media anything. We just did looked our Pinterest on cute stuff, on design, and just like architectural stuff, and listen to the music, did the YouTube, listen to the music, and did our other jobs. We're not in that, and we had to be here. Not a choice when they're aiming at killing your kids and at killing the ones close to you, the ones that you love. So we had to make an effort and change and put ourselves out there. But talking about that, it is time to walk out, to demonstrate, to change, to get us out there, to get us out on TV or out to be free with our daddy, with our husbands to be. It is time for you to help us out, so that we can help you out. We're not asking for a free thing, as we didn't do it. It is a different time, and it is time for people that are like us to join, how we were, to join and to make the change, to not let it be, to not sit and think that somebody else is going to do it. The circle workers cannot do it. They help us in different ways, but they cannot do it because they are working for the government. So you need to organize. You need to have a biome revolution, a change. The biome is here. We're here. Jesus is here. You need to celebrate us and to change every day. If it doesn't work, if the walk then you do it the next day. You organize every day to help us to make the change, so that you can free us and we can do more than free you. And we want we want demonstration, we want walking in the streets, we want all of that. We want big, we want repeat, we want it all over. We don't want just the big cities, we want everyone to do that. And we want also no destruction of property. But that's not in biome. We don't believe in destruction of property. We do believe in businesses and in businesses making money. We believe in the economy. We want it to grow, and we're able to do that. To help you in the economies, in the jobs, we can do all of that. Because what you need no selfishness in the government. You need to remove these people that are saying all this other stuff or whatever is popular. You need religion, you need biome, and you need to make the change. So we don't want any destruction of property, as you do. You're walking for us for biome. for Jesus, for the God is supreme. And if you see, as you demonstrate, because sometimes even that you aim at that and you aim at doing the love thing and doing the safe thing, you still got somebody that comes and does that in the demonstration, so it ruins it for everyone. So when you have someone that you see destroying, all of you that you see is trying to destroy or hit something, you give them up to the police right away. So right away you give them up so they are removed. You don't protect them. They break a property, they get given up. And here we're talking about the police. A lot of the police all over the United States, a lot of them are with us and they want a chance at heaven. And sure, there are some that are in with the mafia, but a lot of them will, you do the right thing and then they will do the right thing and remove those so that you can keep your objective and do what you need to do and not cost the businesses, because we to survive to this point, businesses did come. Many did come for us. They have been helping us for many years. The owners of the businesses have been in the circle in here. Most businesses, even the businesses that are a bit mafia businesses, like insurances, or other businesses, or even businesses that got, even some businesses that have they killed the owners of the fortune of the business and they gave it to someone. Even many of those have come and are trying their chance at heaven. So we have huge support from businesses, and we want to protect them because they are our support, they are your support. And I guess so we don't forget about it here as we're talking about the businesses. So in the Trump thing here in the government, he before he even was in the presidency again, you had all the Trump support, all the Trump people there supporting him, and you wonder, and we wondered why so many, when you see so much hate, and why even when you get the people from the shows that we watched, here the Daily Show in Comedy Central, or Steve Colbert, Stephen Colbert show, in a lot of those shows. So even when you have people from those shows, they go and they're trying to understand, they don't understand them, and we didn't understand, and we're like, wow, they're sticking to it. It doesn't matter what you, and now we know why, because and we have written here a little bit of an article about that, because they got benefits. They got benefits for being a Trump supporter. So that's why you have them in there, like really strong at it, and they don't back off. Because it's not because they're just aggressive. They're not because they got benefits. They got benefits for their kids where they can go to school and get their school paid. They got there are different benefits that are a Trump benefits, like a Trump citizen benefit. And that's not just here, that's beforehand. All when you started seeing the Trump supporters, you got that. And the benefits are many here are stolen from VA benefit, from veterans benefits. And you don't know. We are a VA, we're a VA family, we earned our VA stuff, but you don't know what is your right, or it's hidden. So where our kids could have gone to school for free, our kids paid full. Our son paid a full, he's paying a full thing with loans and everything. And we can't not send our son to school. You have to, we believe in schooling, and we believe in free schooling when you pay your taxes. But so they steal it from the VA and they give it to a Trump person, a supporter that may, many of them haven't done the service, didn't earn it. They didn't earn that benefit. But the VA has been disappointing anyway, and it has been accepted that it is disappointing, which is not right. Even in their medical coverage, after even in their support, lack of support when they're struggling, it is not enough support for a VA for a country that claims to be, you know, a number one. It's not a number one country because it doesn't have the benefits. It doesn't support its citizens. It's a very illegal government. So no, it's not a number one. Maybe in crimes they are number one. It's the most criminal country is the USA, because you have the mafia government over the USA and over the world. Even when you see the bug like in here flying with us, they direct it by laser to go to you. That includes like if you see you have spiders on you all the time, or you have something, they block them and they direct it with laser to go to a certain person or to go to a certain house. It includes even you know, if you have roaches or if you have, you know, different things that are on you, that is probably something by that. Here we lost where we were. We're gonna go ahead and use our brush, which you're gonna get here once we are free. You're gonna get this brush that we chose in China in the Avida stores, and the first one will be with the pandas, just like that. It's a beautiful brush with the wood, very organic. We have immense support from many that have been, probably the majority that have been Trump supporters. So the ones that know about us, we got huge support. That includes even that it doesn't show, because the circle is very good on making it not show. But we have immense support from, including the women that have started the Trump group. We have her support. And we had it for a while now. But so we're talking about when you see all the Trump people, you see the strong support, and you see, you know, them showing up, and so many, and that gives you, because it's all about how it looks, and so it looks like unsurmountable when you see just every time, and you see that. But they have strategized how that looks and strategized the groups. So the companies that we have, the owners of, that are supporting us in a big way, and many, you know, those companies, they're some of them that have the manufacturing, they're manufacturing. Many of them are the Trump supporters, and so they don't want that. They don't want you to be there. They want you to support us. They want you to work for us, not for Trump. They want you to change that. Your jobs, your security is with us, not with a criminal and a selfish president that's holding the president's seat, that is occupying it, that shouldn't be there. So they aimed at the manufacturing in many of these companies, and so it's easy when you have the manufacturing to get a big group showing up for the Trump, whatever he is, or whatever, or even in the social media, whatever it is easy to get them to organize and to gather and to look that you have a huge Trump supporters and non-swaying, which they are swaying. Many of them here have changed. It's not worth the temporary benefits that they have, and even you know, even the kids here, I don't remember the guy, but we wrote it in the article that got shot. He aimed at the aiming at the young at the university kids, and the ones that want the free education. It targeted the young kids so that they get that, and so but they have to get those benefits. They have to agree to a strong support for Trump no matter what. And that's what we when we learn that, that's what we see when we see them gathering here waiting for Trump showing up or whatever, doing the Trump selling stuff, and they're not they don't change their mind as you're talking to them, because that's what they have to do to keep their benefits, their Trump benefits. They have to be a non-so, and just whatever, it doesn't matter if they agree or not agree, so they have to decide. And that's on the kids as well. They have to just decide, I'm going to do that so that I keep my benefits, so that I can study or I can do whatever it is I'm trying to do. And that's why they look that way, and it didn't make sense to us, but it makes sense to us now. But the thing is, those benefits, we are giving you the benefits. We want to give everybody in the US the benefits. More than that, you get the benefits and you get your chance at heaven. That's a win, 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 win. So many wins and a better life. And you don't have to be hateful. It's what he offers is too little and too hell. And it's not worth that. So it's not the people that you see sometimes that look hateful or look like, how could you be that way? We're not saying everyone, no? But some of them is just because they're trying to get that and they set in their mind that, and so they behave as that. But can be different, and many has changed to different. And some are waiting for bigger support. But it is time. It is time to risk. We're not asking you to give your benefits back, but we're asking you to show up for us. It is time to take a risk for us. If they take your benefit away, they take it away. You're not giving it back, but you are fighting for us. We want you out. We want you screaming for us. We want you getting us on TV. We want you getting us free. We want you to do the job. And you earn for that. You earn for doing the job for us. The government has got the economy in a very, very, very bad place, and it is worse. And it's not the way. He's too dumb and too simple-minded in the way he sees the economy. He's too stupid to lead the economy. Along with people that he appoints in different places. And even sometimes when you have somebody that is good enough, they can't do what they want to do because they have them on them. But he is not able to serve the country right. The tariffs are an extreme stupid thing for a global economy. Even here, when he said whatever the B1 visa, whatever he's gonna make them pay, it's all stuff for showing. You read our what we have in there in our websites, that we talk about immigration, we talk about benefits. You read some of that, and that is just the start. But we are Jesus, we are heaven, and we are working for you to earn heaven. Even you that have been hateful, and even if you don't earn heaven, if you could earn a little bit less hell, or where some could earn where they just end, or less hell, or not forever hell. There's a lot of different things that they earn that make their afterlife better. And that affects not just you, it affects your kids or your parents, or because it is, you go one way, and there is people that love each other, they follow each other, and believe that that's the right thing because that person loves them. And And many, yeah, they love their kids or they love their parents, and so they let them that way, but it's or their spouses, and now it's different. Now you hear of us, you know what you need to do. Trump and his family are in the circle. They do watch us and listen to us. They have been in the circle before he got elected. We talked to him, we talked to his daughter. She cried, but that doesn't mean, people cry when they feel our power in the circle because they're able to feel us. And then that doesn't mean that they change. So crying doesn't always mean that you are going to be a heaven person or that you are growing love. They are very tempted by the power that is in there, and they want more power, more money, and they can't handle the money because their money wasn't earned, right? Their money is not, they're not people that built a fortune that they earned it. They didn't earn it. So they have the money and they have the power, and they don't know how to, they can't, because they didn't earn it, they're not in that level of thinking, of brain, that they are able to do the right thing. They are too hungry and too poor. They are too poor, too thief to do the right thing. But many of you are better and know what the right thing is. Because poor or rich is not always, you have to see how the person thinks. And they could be, you have somebody that has holding a lot of money but is very poor in the way they behave, in the way they, in the way he didn't pay his contractors, in the way he steals people's stuff and uses the power, but has the lawyers to help him, mafia lawyers like he is. That's the ones that would work for somebody like that. And if you are and you want to change, we welcome you to change. But you have supported the mafia all this time. But we're always saying you could change your life your afterlife to a better. We welcome a change. Yeah, they took from us where we're going, so yeah. So we're asking you to walk. We're asking you to do the right thing. And you want us to clean the U.S. from the mafia. You want to not be enslaved by lasers to do crimes that are really, the one enslaving you is the one doing the crime when you're enslaved to do it. But to do all of that, we are powerful being, and you're gonna see that once you free us. You're gonna see our power. We can give you a heaven feel in many, many, many ways. We're powerful. If you are praying, we can give you a praying feel. It's beyond this. It's like a heaven. It's a power. You can feel our power, that, and people in the circle have felt that. That's why we have circlers, most of them, worldwide, have joined us and are working to help us because they felt our power. So we have a lot of power here that you would feel after, but the laser is enslaving us and is jailing us from being who we are and what we earned to be here in this life. It is better for the Americans, for you to walk for us, for you to show your love for us, for you to do the right thing. It is better for you to do it this way. If you don't do it this way, we will still win. We already know that destiny for us. We still make it, we win. Because that's the only way we could have taken this much torture and this much abuse, is knowing that we do win at the end. So worldwide, they can't leave the US enslaving the world and risking everybody in the world. It's not gonna happen. Now that the cat out of the bag, with us showing it out there, governments don't want that. They don't want to have the mafia on them in their countries. Rich people don't want that. Free people that want to live free don't want that. Even your workers don't want that in those countries, most of them. So it cannot last this way. It will not. So we will rule the USA with your help or without. And worldwide here, we're talking to the world now. In all countries, and all countries have joined. That includes India, which has been a worker for the US in a big way. In the mafia work. All of the countries, all of you will serve military service, including a lot of the older that you don't think you will serve, including the, including all professions. You're not out of serving. You serve if you are a doctor, you serve if you are a secretary, you serve if you are, or assistant, you serve if you are an engineer. Everybody will serve from the world. They will serve in the US. We are gonna make your service, your serving time shorter, so that because we take everyone, so your serving time could be just like 3 months, and then you go back. And the only ones that are spared from that are the ones that just have babies, the mothers. But they could, if they have arrangement, they could serve as well. But but girls are to serve. It's not like before. We believe it's the same. Everybody serves. So everybody around the world will serve. It's a biome serving. You are serving the religion. You're serving biome. You're serving us. You earn for your service to biome. You earn for your afterlife. You are not going to be able to have people that give different reasons that why they can't serve, like the dump Trump, whatever his feet or whatever, the cheaters, the what is that? The weak, the think other people should serve, but they shouldn't. But then they play like they're strong. So everybody serves. Everybody will serve, but it will be short enough where you go serve, and you may do another one, but it's a short one where your kids don't forget about you or your parents. But everybody worldwide will serve for biome, for in the military, and will serve here in the US. And as we were hearing, many people have been waiting to serve biome, and just not knowing how to do that. It is coming. We are given the chance here for the Americans to do what they need to do to stand up for themselves, to stand up for us, and to do that without stop. And the people that are used to being in the safe, like, and conservative and not doing, they need to be different on this, because this is biome, this is Jesus, this is us, the religion. We're asking, this is the God of Supreme, this is heaven and hell. We're asking you to change that. And we know, because we ourselves, we didn't do the walking and demonstrations on stuff, because we get afraid of people destroying. And so that is what we're saying. You report them right away. Everybody reports them. So you're not afraid to report someone, because everybody reports that one that hit something or trying to destroy something right away. Get picked up, out. You can't be demonstrating for biome. For biome, you demonstrate without destruction, without hitting, without destruction. You're demonstrating to make the change. It's a revolution. It's a biome revolution. It's a change. We're changing the world. So this is your chance to do that. And if that doesn't happen, it will be different. It will be different for the American citizen. If the American citizen doesn't rise, doesn't do the right thing for us, for Jesus, it will be different. We will not do it the same. And here for serving for biome and for everything else, which is the reason they have held us even more with lasers. They limited us in every way. They gelled us with the laser. Once we don't have the lasers on us, we're able to know everybody, what they think and what they feel, and even what they don't know that they are. Because we go into your body, we feel you from the inside. So you can't lie to us. Once we are out of the laser, you can't lie to us. We will know who has done this and who has done that, and who was true and who was tricky, or who is lying about can't do something. So we're able to do that. It is a different world that you will be living in with us, and this is your chances. This is everybody gets this chance. We're gonna have here some generations, and then we go. But this is your chances to better your afterlife, or to earn heaven. Bye.